So, for everybody outside, please make sure for the next event you get quest ready. Send a request demo at RAUM.app to join this lovely location. No, next time will be not this location, but to join session in VR. Hey, ZF.
Hi, wo ab da? Hey, hallo,
Hallo.
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 hallo. So viele?
Es sollten noch ein paar kommen. And probably mixed. So it will be English session.
Alright.
But let's see. Ja. Das obligatorische Viertelstündchen hätte ich gesagt. Nein, wir warten so 10 Minuten und dann. Aber wir sind zumindest schon mal auf LinkedIn. Das ist unser Kamerakind.
Ach, Kamerakind. Hallo.
Ja. Dass alle draußen, die kein Headset haben, sehen können, was sie hier verpassen. Wenn wir gleich durch die Gegend gehen.
Oh. Also wird das auch alles gleich aufgenommen und
Genau, aufgenommen und live
übertragen.
auf LinkedIn.
Oh.
Ja, nur hier darf man mitmachen. Ihr macht beides, ihr macht die Foto. Die ganzen Fotografierer hier immer. Naja.
Über dem gut aussehenden Avatar, da muss man auch mal draufhalten.
Okay. Haltet alle kurz bei Laune. Ich habe gerade noch eine Meldung bekommen, dass einer noch mit will. Ich bin gleich wieder bei euch.
Hey Patrick. Ah, nice.
Oh. Hallo.
Hey.
Arvin, hi Patrick.
Hey Patrick.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Rolf will be with us in like 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I was like worried a bit because there is an update available. So like, yeah, let me update. And it took quite a while, I have to say.
It's always the case, always the case.
Yeah, always the case, exactly.
Merde.
Quick technical question.
Sure.
Yeah, I can ask to you. Is it something like hand tracking? Is it something planned the roadmap?
Not quite sure. For further news, you should ask Rolf right away because I'm not.
Okay.
First day with RAUM, so I'm
Okay,
super fresh.
okay, then congrats.
First day.
Thank you.
Nice.
There he is.
Hey.
Hi, Rolf.
Man of
Trey.
the hour.
Hi, Rolf.
How are you? Yeah, just got a message that somebody wants to join and has forgotten to send an email, so I had to send him a quick invite. Let's
Okay.
get him.
That message
Another
from me,
minute
by
or
any
two,
chance?
and then we start. Huh?
That message about Daniel.
Johnny also here. No. You were no. Daniel was not the latest. There was another guy who just
Really?
pinged me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So no
Daniel's on his way.
Okay. Then we can see who's quickest, huh?
Yeah, cool. Nice.
Daniel or Peter? Peter's there.
Hi, Rolf.
Hi, Eric.
Hello, Rolf.
Hi, Eric.
I'll let
Can I
Daniel
ask
know.
you? Can I ask you a technical question? Maybe?
Yeah, come here.
Where are you? Yeah, but I cannot move actually. Cannot
Use
move
your
with
thumb.
my.
With the thumb.
Yeah, I know.
Or you can press the thumb on the controller A, and then you should see some shoes.
Okay. That's good. That's why. Okay, good.
Yeah.
It works.
Okay, so Sean is probably in parallel on his computer. I can see it on his hands.
Yeah, correct. Right.
So Sean, for you, it's the first thing here, right?
It's the first time. Well, I came in yesterday and had a bit of a look around. It's the first time in this beautiful scenario. So yes.
Yeah, that's great. So Patrick, for you, it's the first time in this location also, right?
This location, yes, first time.
Yes.
I already tried
Yes.
the test one.
Yeah. So, should we give Daniel, was it, right?
Yes.
Should we give him a minute or?
I would say that's not a bad plan. I've pinged him. Let's give him
Yeah.
1 minute. I think. Who knows whether he reads this ping? Let's see. But we'll give him the 1 minute. I think.
Yeah, then we start. Peter, bei dir alles okay?
Alles bestens. Ich komme
Alles
gerade von der
bestens.
Messe.
Ah, okay. So that everybody is aware, the flying person behind us is our camera operator. So he will recording not this time, only streaming into LinkedIn. So for all the people who don't have a Quest, they can follow us. So if I move a bit slowly around, then it's not because I'm lazy. That's only
He's
But
gone.
it's gone.
Wow. Certainly
He's
not
gone.
lazy.
He knows how to build a story.
You open the camera from your controller. Does the context menu work, or do you have to go and get a camera somewhere?
You have to get.
Have to get one. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
You see this one here?
Yes.
You can take this one if you like.
Okay. Thank you. I'll steal your camera. Raum.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Thank you.
Go.
Works. Good.
Hey, Rolf is back.
Okay, I feel Daniel has had his chance.
Hi Ursula. So okay, then we simply we will start. So first, welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to have you all around. So today I would like to give you an example about how you can use RAUM for storytelling. So, and I will, what is the best way to use it by introducing RAUM to you in RAUM. So for Ursula, just that you are aware, this is our LinkedIn live stream, our camera child, so that you not be worried why somebody with a flying person is following us. So he is only used better area, better cut out for the people outside. So if you would simply follow me. So as you see, this is our gallery. So this is a nice place. It has 4 similar blocks. You can use it for all different type of activities. Today we do this to simply show you how we use this for storytelling. As you see, here we've drawn a very welcome sign. So this will be our start point, and this will be also our end point. Due to time reasons, I will not go through the whole environment. I'm just picking out some scenes that you get the understanding of how we utilize this environment for storytelling. But after our live session, feel free, we can still go around. You can explore the whole environment. So follow me. Let's simply start by entering the environment. So what we've done here is we set up everything to tell the story about RAUM. So what our vision is, what is driving us. And as you will see while we go around, we try to use all different type of media. So we use images, which we can upload through every workspace here very easily. What we think is much more important is to use visualization to tell the story much nicer. So we'll go directly to this area in this direction. So please come in. So this is how today's scenario is like in reality. We have office building, we have a lot of traffic jam, we have a lot of pollution by factories who produce electricities. We have then something funny, like, you know, viruses, which is forcing us to do some stuff. People are running around, always connected. We believe that our future will have a huge impact in all this area. When you think about how you can use your time more efficient, you can reduce space and buildings, travel, infrastructure, energy, and pollution. If you simply put part of your daily business into the virtual reality, and if you come here with me, this is not normally the perfect place where you want to be. You want to be at your place, at home, maybe close to the ocean, anywhere on this planet. And if you want to connect with the person, simply hand over the headset, wear the headset, and you can talk with him like he is in a real environment. So this is a bit our vision, which we have, give the flexibility in to save energy, to save the environment, be more efficient instead of sitting in the car in traffic jams or driving around for hours for a 30 minutes meeting. This is just only one thing which we believe we can contribute. The other thing is, this is our home office as today, you know, or office in general. We have a monitor with tons of folders open, tons of files open. We always are looking around to search where is the files. And the concept of these workspaces here is normally foreseen like here, like a war room. So everything around a topic, everything around a project, around the team, from brainstorming of the next exhibitions or the next messages you do. We store all the content in this one workspace. So whenever you start, independent of your time zone, here all the data will be within this workspace and always visible for you at any point of time. Yeah. Also, the benefit of being in a virtual environment, we have no limits. So you can put tons of sticky notes around, you know, you don't need to clean it. You can visualize. It's much easier for people to understand in regards of language barrier. So a very efficient way of work together. But to show you a really nice example, let's move in this direction there. And just before we all head up, you have on your wrist a watch. So if you press the microphone, you can mute yourself, because I just get a message from our cameraman that there's some noise, and by going in mute, we maybe give him a better signal there. So let's come with me. And please feel free to stand around here. But this is, for example, the way we described how RAUM is working. We have teams, we have workspaces, we have data flowing around from our server, and it's a very easy way to explain the situation of a customer with team and several workspaces, inviting users from outside into the environment. And we built this visualization of how we work, create with a law firm our terms and conditions. So instead of writing down what we want to do, we created this visual scenario, which is very easy to understand. Also, if you don't speak any law words. And if you go down on this side, you also put the business aspect of our environment directly in. So you have all sides. You have the technology side, the operational side, but also the future business models, all in one area. Very easy to understand. I hope. Please correct me if there's if you have a different meaning. It's very visual and easy to understand the relation in regards of teams, of workspaces, of user, and where an image is not enough, we can always add sticky notes with words to fill the gaps. You can make links very easily by using our toolkit, which is always present in regular areas around the whole environment, where you can take the pen or a laser pointer. So in our discussion, I can also highlight very easy the areas so that you can follow what I'm talking or which area I'm currently talking around.
Sorry, may I? Are questions permitted?
Yes, please.
But I'm muted only for the question. The lines and so on and so forth that you're drawing here, is this part of the toolkit that you have in excess of the actual 3D draw? Is that something that's extra, or is this a 3D object? This line?
No, this is let's see. This is pen, which can do. You can have a free line, or you can also do, almost. Sorry, I didn't switch it into 3 lines. Sorry. You can also put it like straight lines.
Cool.
So that you can do this. And the nice thing, as you grab the camera already, I can give you the pen and I can take the camera. And then you can use the pen and the tool set. So you don't need to walk there. It's really collaborative work. You can exchange your tools.
Gotcha.
So an easy way to collaborate together. And the whole setup you see in front of us, we did, 2-person did at the same time. So we were discussing and at the same time drawing and making sure that for everybody it's understandable what we're doing here.
Okay,
Yeah?
cool. Thank you.
Cool. So if there's no further question, let's move on to the next hole. Here we have set up everything to explain all of our locations we have. So again, you see a lot of images. Each image, you have the possibility to also preview a video of the location. So you can make it in a self-exploring way, so that, as I mentioned later, feel free to go around, can read the text, you can start the videos. It's an easy way to host large groups, to give them also possibility later to explore again the environment, and use this area here to also start talking about, yes, look, you have understand, we told you the story, we told you a bit about how we work. These are the different locations we have. And if you look at this side, these are just a snapshot of what customers, clients who have already been using or have visited RAUM are saying. So instead of giving a link, you can create your own wall of fame where you can put all the stuff in. So you can see this very easily. You can arrange it nicely. And if you go around by yourself later, you directly remember, yes, here are all the voice of customers. Very easy for everybody to follow up. But what I also normally do when I do this tour about the full story is taking around like 60 to 90 minutes when we go through in depth. So this is why I make it a bit shorter, because we said it's kind of like introduction to inspire you how you can use RAUM and virtual reality for storytelling, is if you follow me in this direction here. So normally, after telling everything about where we started, why we're doing it, we have then here also some interactive part. We say, yes, please at your use case in case you have missed something through the introduction of all the location, because our locations are always having some use cases in mind. So here is then the point where the interactivity starts, where you can grab a post-it, you can put the text on it, and the text is done by speech to text, so you don't need to write. We can do an exploration here, or in this area here, you see another toolkit, which we call blocks. And also here, we can interactively work together. So for example, today, I'm doing storytelling. So this is today a session for storytelling. And if you then think, okay, for storytelling, what group, what teams would be beneficial from storytelling? And then you can go there and say, oh, no, I'm not saying anything. If you think which team in your organization could contribute using RAUM for storytelling, you go in, you grab this, you move this up, you can enlarge this. And here's then the first way where we also can, Peter, please grab something, where we can then start working together. So at the beginning, our storytelling is very visualized, so that's easy to understand. Just telling one story or giving you an information, we think is always entertaining. So therefore here, we want to get really working in a position where we work together, and also collect feedback and stuff. So, and at the same time, we introduce our toolkit, the blocks. And by the way, this is made for virtual reality, for virtual collaboration. So if you have different use cases where you want to use your own blocks, this could be customizable so that you have these always around for your dedicated use case. Yeah? Are there any questions so far? If so, unmute, otherwise simply move a bit around. So I'm just starting a video. So let me just start. Sorry. So this one, here's the video. So also here, just the demonstration, you've seen images. We can also have videos here, so you can really do a combination of it to keep everything interesting. What we've done here, this is just a demonstration video of our keynote speeches for South by Southwest. The audio I have reduced a bit, that we can still be in conversation. But here you have the full mix of images, videos, our tool sets, and based on the fact I explained to you what we have done, where we come from, what type of location we have, what type of tools we have, you still can follow me into this direction. Yeah. And here we have then explanation of our interfaces, our back end to upload and download data, our commercial part, how our licensing model is working. And again, if you come around here, you see we always try to visualize things. So it's not only an image, it's always something with visualization that it's easier to understand, easier to follow. And if you you can grab the plane if you want to fly in a different position, that's all no problem. But this is a way we think is much more engaging compared to a traditional PowerPoint presentation. And again, with all the benefit that also after the event, you allow the people to access this environment and they still can go back, read again the information, still remember the flow, how to walk through or spend more time on specific areas. Yeah? So far everything okay? I see nodding heads. Very, very important thing is that here we go through then all the flexibility. So all the monitors or the media walls you see, these are all customizable. So when you start a location, it's completely empty. You go in, you can decide where you want to have which tools. If you have set up an environment, we all have something like templates. You can clone, copy these environments. For example, this workspace is set up once, and then I've frozen the status. It means you can move the plane around, you can delete items here. That's no problem. In the moment I'm closing the session, everything will be reset to the initial state. So when I do another tour, it will be start exactly at the same point. Don't need to be worried to write all the information again or to prepare it. It's done once, and then you can have this always available and restart at any point of time.
So are these images that were plastered on the wall, or are these screens where you are then feeding images into?
So if you go in this direction here, there's a nice drawing. So when we when we start the workspace, you will see these plus logo, the spawning points, wherever you can decide which tool you want to have. So here you can set up this screen, and then when you have the screen, you can go and upload data through our backend into this place, and then you can decide which image should be shown as a default, as a starting image. But of course, you always can come here, and here's a small menu. People made already some pictures, right? Let me see some pictures. And we can go then here and change also the image which has been done during our session. So it's always a flexibility in there.
It's really nice, Marv. It's really, really nice.
Yeah. Again, this is where you think, if you have in mind a traditional presentation, it's like one information. Here you can also there belong areas where you ask questions and get feedback, so it's more interactive.
Could it be an interactive, not interactive, but a flowing series of images?
Yeah, so thank you, Patrick, for showing other functionality. So we start this presentation, and you see the presentation, and what you can do is, where's Patrick now? Patrick, you do me a favor, you touch here on the side, please, on the monitor. Virtual. On the screen, on the screen. Just touch on the screen. And you can switch the presentation now backwards and forwards. And I have a control mechanism here, so I still can be here. Say, no, Patrick, that was a wrong slide, and can go back. And Sean, if you want to do anything, you can also go there. So our concept is really to work together. So that means it's not like Zoom call or a Teams call or whatever. One is in control and the other has to ask. It's really to work together, and then you can have the presentation slide if you want to show some figures or etc. You can also do this here as part of your story journey. Yeah. Cool. And you see this is a demonstration slide deck regarding character size, so also that you get a reference. Depends how far you are. What type of size you should use, that it's readable, because the current limitation are always the screen and the display. So as better the quality gets, as better the text will be displayed there. Okay, so let's go outside. Please follow me. We have done the long tour, which is probably 90 minutes. Then normally everybody is thirsty. So Eric, here's a beer for you. could be lemonade, heater, and you also have the possibility here to
Sorry,
have a bit
Rolf,
of.
there's there's a small echo. Is it
Uh,
because
Patrick, say
Patrick is
something.
claiming physically
Test
next to you?
1, 2, 3.
Maybe.
So in the moment you say something, the echo is reduced because the headset think when you're quiet that the speaker information is your voice, and then it gets very sensitive. So
Okay.
and we find out that this is something based on sometimes the device not really clear topic. So, but yeah, here who made the bottle so
Okay.
large? Okay.
Someone is ready for the evening.
Yeah, someone is ready for the event. Marvin, you get also a drink. John, you have your bottle there. But concept is also here during your storytelling at the end of the day, at the end of the session, you can go easily in a dialogue. Yeah, it's not only one information. So you can go in dialogue and have an exchange here and some network part directly after your storytelling. So, are there any questions from anybody? Ursula? No questions, just checking. John, you have any questions?
I have loads of questions, but we'll do that another time. I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Perfect, perfect. Patrick?
I like it. One question actually is how do you customize the workspace? Of course, you have everything based in the backend, but like, is there also any chance to import 3D model and to show how to import 3D model and so on?
Oh,
Or animated 3D models also?
yes. So there was one slide in this blog where we showed our backend. So it's a browser backend, and everybody of you, after you accepted the invitation code, you should get an email from RAUM that you can set up your account, and you could see this environment. Then you can, for example, download the pictures you have taken. And this is also the same interface where you can upload presentation, videos, slide decks. If you have the right user level, you can also upload 3D items, and all the 3D items you see or you've seen are standard from our side. You can upload your own 3D items, and we have different level which we can have a follow-up. But yeah, this is all possible through a web interface, so no application to install.
Cool.
Based on your user rights. John,
Was it a conscious decision to take the tools away from the wrist? So you're placing the camera and the pens and so on in specific places in the rooms rather than having them at the user's fingertips, which I find slightly annoying. So if I need a camera and I haven't got one, I have to go somewhere to go and get it. Was that a conscious is there a reason behind that?
You simply grab the camera here from your colleague and use this one. So it's hard to work. Like I can give you a simple answer. I'm a person in real life. I don't have my own pen.
Yeah.
And I don't need to go to
in virtual reality. We have
grab
every
the pen
possibility.
because somebody next to me
I
has
could have
a
an
pen.
elephant in my pocket. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, but so it is a conscious decision, or
Yes. So we are considering that you. Patrick, can you say something, please, because you create an. Cool.
Sorry, guys.
Just that there will be. It's on the roadmap that there will be a way that you can choose at beginning which tools you want to keep with you. That you can do this. The reason we have not done everything on the wrist is simply the range of people who are in here. Not all are from a generation or are gamers, which know this, and I always use the example for calculation application. Everybody knows. Probably most of the people use 5% of the functionality because nobody knows where it is. And our idea is really to make it as easy as possible for everybody. And some do not have a topic because I always know after when you've been here more than 2 times, you know the next place to get the tools. You jump there, you get the tools, and then you share. So it's not it's not annoying for somebody who knows concept, the technology, who get used to have everything on the wrist. And on the wrist we only have the muting, and also on the watch is the place where you can close the workspace. leave the workspace to go back in the lobby to jump in another one. So that's a very conscious or very the background behind this decision.
I get it.
Rolf,
Yes.
just one question. I've seen earlier some on the big screen, a big display, you know, showing faces, avatar. Does that mean that you have like an additional application that makes the avatar even more realistic?
No, that will make the avatar fully customized. Right now, you can choose a preset, but we are still in development our own and enhance the avatar system so that you can, for example, upload your own style of shirt. You can choose the glasses you want to have and design it. When you look at me, I have a custom avatar, so this is already done by the tool, which you cannot select because that's me. But the advertisement you saw, Eric, is really to give you an outlook on the application which will come. The video, and you can go through the video from South by Southwest where we get a sneak peek. And this is about the avatar builder who's running on a computer right now. But we will implement it in this application so that when you be in the lobby on the wardrobe, you can simply choose and design your avatar in future. Yeah. Just need to. Sorry. So I'm back. So, any additional question?
Any idea about possibly including Ready Player Me as an avatar system? On your own?
We had considered this one, but our goal is to have the application in a way that we can get much more avatars right now. So we have a very large number, and the avatar tool you spoke is very heavy in regards of performance. So therefore we decide to go our own way, be able to achieve much larger number on simultaneous user.
Okay.
So
how many simultaneous
time.
users?
I'm just a bit conscious of time regarding our LinkedIn audience. It's probably totally frustrated. They cannot join us. So as we don't walk around, we still can continue the Q&A. But I will just make a quick announcement for the next version, and maybe this is also something for you. The next Open RAUM correlation session will be about team building. It will only happen if we have at least 10 users, because team building means I want to have a team, realistic size, to do some activities. So everybody outside, you still have a month to go to grab a quest somewhere. Send an email to demo@raum.app. Simply a simple email to say you want to join the session. You will receive 1 to 3 days in advance of the session an invite. Would appreciate if more people come. So if it's more than 10, much better, because we're a lot of fun. As I thought during summer period, take a bit of more the fun part also as an expert in our RAUM sessions here. Not only the business case like storytelling or last time design thinking. So LinkedIn audience, unfortunately, you have to go now. Bye-bye, and the rest we continue with a Q&A session here. Bye-bye.